Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about Hemlock and Oak, which is one of my favorite planners that I've used for 2 years. They are a small Canadian-owned business, and I just love how beautiful, minimalist, and just well-made the product is. So I know it's now time for us to choose our 2023 lineup, so people might be curious about Hemlock and Oak, and I wanted to share some of my thoughts. I've used it for 2 years. This is actually, here's my old one. From here, it's from 2021. That was their first year from Kickstarter, and it's held up really well. I am a heavy sticker user, so you can see the book binding actually, yeah, it looks just great, even with all these stickers. I was worried because hardcovers aren't as flexible in the spine that, the spine might break or detach, but actually had no problems with it. And the spine from 2022 is actually much more lay flat. I think the first year they're still figuring out how to make a really true lay flat, so I had to break in the spine a bit, of which I kind of just and it was fine, so it still did lay flat. And then this one, it was just more of a natural lay flat. So here I have the linen cover. It has some rose gold embossing here, which is really nice, very minimalist. If you take a look at their offerings, it's very beautiful, minimalist, and just very classic type of look. 2022, I love when it's embossed on the spine, so I can quickly pick it out. Because this is my memory planner, I do keep it. I don't always keep the ones I use for functional planning, where I might just toss out. This one I do keep. Unfortunately, I got some red on it. I think it was one of my markers, and I'm not sure how to get it off. I haven't tried to use any soap or anything because it just makes me a little worried because it's so close to the paper. But overall, it's so beautiful and I loved it. So here's why I might not be coming back to the Hemlock and Oak next year. I have, unfortunately, for my wallet, I've discovered fountain pens, and fountain pens require certain types of paper for it to work really well. And I have to say the Hemlock and Oak paper is very smooth and buttery, and it's more of an Archer and Olive type of paper, where it's thicker. It's 120 GSM, 80-pound bright white paper. It feels really smooth. It works amazing with my gel pens, and it works great with Tombow markers, mild liners. It doesn't have any show through or bleed through, but it just doesn't have that characteristic I want for a fountain pen, which is no feathering, really crisp lines, no feathering, able to show some sheen of the pen or shading, and that's why I'll be probably moving to the Hobonichi Cousin for 2023. However, I'm still a big fan of the company. They're very eco-conscious. They try to make things as eco-friendly as possible, and their packaging is really thoughtful, and it's just a really well-made planner that has a great niche. So I do have another video where I go through it page by page, but I thought I'll just show you some basic pages in the beginning. They have 2022 planning. They lay out all the calendars. Here, you can do anything with it, maybe write birthdays. I've been using it for books I've been reading. As you can tell, I haven't read that much this summer, but you can do some book reading. Here it has an overview. It has holidays for Canada and US. So if you aren't based in those countries, I guess this might not be the most relevant, but it's kind of nice that it's there just in case. And I want to show you what the monthly pages look like. So because I've already decorated a lot at the beginning, I won't show that, but here is October. It's blank, beautiful page. It really is essentially similar to the Hobonichi Cousin A5 layout. The gridding is very light gray, similar to the Cousin, where it's not very distracting. You can kind of use it or forget about it, no problem. You have a month in advance overview here. She has small self-care challenges in the bottom of the monthlies. I don't really even see it because it's so light gray. And the holidays are very, very light, so you can kind of ignore it. Like, if Thanksgiving Day, Indigenous Persons Day, may not be relevant to your specific country, it's so faint that it's not a deal breaker. And yeah, it has some task boxes on the left column. I don't really use those because this is my memory planner, so I don't put task in it, I just put memories. Here I use it for gratitude journaling. I write a sentence every day. It may or may not be gratitude, just more like a one-day summary. And then immediately following the monthly pages are your weekly pages, and that's how it's different from the hobonichi cousin. So a hobonichi cousin, all the months are in the front, then it's all the weeks, and then all the dailies. This one does not have dailies, but their months and the weeks correspond to each other, and then it's the next month and then the next set of weeks. And that's pretty common, I believe, for North American planners, where it follows that format. It doesn't bunch them all up in the front and then bunch the next section and then bunch the last section. So it's a thicker piece of paper. It's a little bright, which I like, and it's very smooth. So I do want to, let everyone know it is a smooth paper. I don't really like paper that has too much tooth in it because I like a really smooth writing experience. But if you are, a fountain pen user, it is missing that special wow factor for fountain pens. You might be able to use an extra fine on it, but I would say if you're using anything thicker, it does feather, and that's the only thing that's really keeping me from getting another Hemlock and Oak for next year. So, flip through all those pages. I decorated this page, thought I would share that because it's pretty cute. Ready for Halloween already. And then at the end, it says October overview. It has a monthly. It tells you, 3 things that happened this month, what gave you energy, what drained you, lesson, thought, or growth moment, and then some memories and memos. I know for next year, 2023, they consolidated this section. So October review, right next to it would actually be November 2022, and they would actually put this page over here. So they're getting rid of blank pages just to save room. There's pros and cons to that. Sometimes I'm in the mood to journal about my month or, just write some quick highlights. Sometimes I don't use this at all and I just put stickers on it to decorate. And then here, what can you get closer to your goals? So they do have a little bit of goal setting language and goal setting templates, which is great. I love that. Not everyone does. Some people just want a planner to do planning purposes. For me, especially in the North American planners, there's a lot of goal planners. For example, Power Sheets, Moxie Life, Passion Planner. And I thought this was a great supplement just to keep me focused and reflective and introspective. But if you have that habit already of doing this by yourself and coming up with your own prompts, this might feel a little too, just too much or, unnecessary. For me, I enjoyed it. This is a habit tracker. I haven't really used it too much, but, it's nice to have. And then it goes into the next month. So that's what I really like about it. It's the month and then the 4 to 5 weeks and then the next month. So it goes into that groove for a bit. And then you have the next month looking. Oh yes, and I decorated this one for Halloween. This is a sticker set that I got from Happy Daya Stickers. She is just a really great illustrator, really creative ones. Very kawaii, if you will. So yeah, this is my memory planner, my functional planner. I don't really use stickers. It's kind of just really messy, brain dump, to-do list, black pen, that kind of thing. But for memory planner, I love using some color and just writing down what I did during that week. And then we have some more. So you have this great line left side over here. You do have some tax boxes that I wanted to show, which is nice that it's already kind of built out for you. I think she changed the values term to intentions for 2023 goals. And I like this little blank box here. This is kind of similar to the cousin. It goes from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. I do wish it goes until 12 p.m. because sometimes, night owls, I like having that extra 2 lines. And it's blank on the bottom. And yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit of that. I want to say, I think it's I'm trying to take a look at the grid. It looks like a 0.4, if I'm not mistaken, a 0.4 mm gridding. So you can tell here the spine or how it's bound. I think I had some glue actually on this side, so I kind of just like peeled it apart so it would do a full lay flat, but that doesn't bother me at all. And I love that it comes with 3 ribbons. It's really minimalist, really well designed. I love this little, you know, highlighted section of what week we're in, which is, you know, technically the 3rd week of November. So if you're considering this for 2023, I definitely recommend it. The pages are numbered. It tells you what week out of 52 you're in, what week you're here. I mean, it's just really, really minimalist, thoughtful, well-made, hardbound. Hobonichi Cousin isn't quite hardbound because most people get a cover with it. You know, that's part of their whole branding where you pick your cover every year, but it's a separate cover. So this one just looks great on the shelf. I will definitely miss it for 2023, but I'm excited to see what the Cousin can offer me, you know, especially, you know, discovering fountain pens. So yeah, that's a little bit here. And, you know, each month it has that kind of like, what can you do closer to your goals, values. And in the beginning of this planner, they have lots of like goal setting pages, and you can definitely take a look at my other video if you wanted to see a little bit more of that. They also do a full printout online. So if you can't afford the planner or you live really far away from Canada and you wanted cheaper shipping, you can kind of just print the planner on your own. It's completely free, so it makes it more accessible to people, and you can just use it that way, which is really nice. And yeah, you get everything printed out for you. So not many companies do that. I think it's only this one that I've seen do a full printout of their planner, as well as Passion Planner. Those are the only 2 that come into my mind. So if you know of any others, let me know. It's just really nice, you know, for those who might not have, you know, access to the physical planner, you know, shipping fees, etc. You can just print it out yourself locally and bound it yourself. And then here we have December. As you can tell, love Christmas because I've decorated it quite a bit already, just to add some cheer. These stickers are from Audrey Okaya. She's an LA-based illustrator who makes really cute, whimsical, quirky stickers, illustrations. So you can tell here it's more or less the same month, week following. I know she's tweaked it a little bit. She's offering 2 sizes for 2023, traditional A5 size, as well as I think this size, which is a bigger than A5, but not quite a B5. So I personally love this, and I'm a little bit nervous about how, you know, moving to the Cousin, it's going to be smaller, more narrow for me, especially if, you know, you have a lot to write and I just want to go a little bit more horizontal with my writing. That's definitely something to keep in mind. So yeah, I just want to share a look of, you know, 2 years of using Hemlock and Oak. If this is on your radar for 2023, definitely let me know. I'm happy to help. I'll leave a link below if you're interested. I do have a referral code. I'm not a real affiliate or anything. It's just, you know, I've been using it for 2 years. I have an account. So here I wanted to show you the fountain pen test. This, I used the Pilot Custom 823 in the Namiki blue ink that came with it, and it looked fine. And then this is the Takesume ink, which is what I've been using, and it has a little bit of feathering. It's not a lot of feathering, but it also doesn't have the smoothness that the Tomoe River paper would offer. And I'm not sure how to describe it. I feel like the fibers of the paper are like soaking up when the nib hits the paper. It doesn't feel as nice. Surprisingly, Passion Planner actually has fountain pen friendly paper, which I didn't expect either. I don't have expectations for, planners to have fountain pen friendly paper, but it was just a surprise. This one, I think the Namiki Blue looked great, and it looks much better than the Takesume ink, but I love the Takesume ink, so that's why I wanted to keep it inked with this, and it's just not giving me that wow factor that I think is the only thing that's hesitating me. But if you're not a fountain pen user, if you are, just, gel pens or ballpoint pen. Oh no, I see my Decimo has dried out. That happens. Okay, no problem. So let's try this one. This is my Muji pen. Yeah, I just feel like it's scraping the fibers. And it's not giving me as even of a ink flow, right? Like the N looks thicker than the F, things like that, which is the only thing. But the gel pen, if you're a gel pen user, you love gel pens, this is the paper for you. It's super dreamy smooth. It's just really nice. I can share with you. This is one of my favorite Tombow markers to test with. It does come out a little bit darker. If you were to put this on Tomoe River paper, it would look much lighter. So this is the 312 Tombow. And yeah, let me show you as well a Mildliner brush pen. I mean, everything looks great. It doesn't have show through. You can actually hear maybe a little bit for the Pilot Takesume. Yeah, maybe it's just that ink that I love that is not quite working for it. It's the Mildliner. It looks great with it. Overall, it works with so many pens. And I just wanted to share why this is one of my favorite planners. But this is Paper Mate, which is one of my favorite gel pens. It's so smooth. Writing with it is it is a true joy. It's just a fabulous pen. One of my planner friends gifted this to me, and I can write very long with this pen, which you can't say for all gel pens. I'll do a Pilot G2. Yeah, overall, I think it's just a really awesome, sustainable company. It adds to the planner world, the planner community. If you are a fan of Hobonichi Cousin, but you don't need the daily pages and you don't like the sheer through Tomoe River paper and you're not a fountain pen user, this is the pen for you. I have tried to do a little watercoloring in this and it didn't work out too well, so I'm not sure this is meant for that kind of crafting or using, but if you're using this for planning, decorating, stickers, there's something very satisfying about using stickers on this planner. I'm not sure it's because it's like hardbound and you can just really see the chunk of it. So Blend is actually a great pen. I love this pen because of the click mechanism. So nice. So there you have it, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the Hemlock and Oak planner, let me know. And feel free to comment. I'll leave some links in the description box and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.